In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 tasks you may be completing as a social media manager for your clients. Hey there bosses, G Nontra here. If you're one of my regular bosses, I want to say a huge thank you for sticking with me. And if you're one of my new bosses, here's what I want you to do. Hit the subscribe button. It's not that hard. Just hit it. So I wanted to do this video because as a social media manager, there's so many things you could be possibly doing, right? There's so many things, and especially if you're brand new, you want to know what you want to be able to tell your clients that you can offer them, right? You want to create a portfolio of services. You want to create a menu of services. And so I'm about to give you 5 tasks that you will be completing as a social media manager, depending on your client. And number 1 is content creation. I will say this, that content creation is one of the hardest parts of being a social media manager because you're creating things from scratch. Now, of course, there is a lot of stuff out there that you can source from, that you can do your research on, but really you'll be creating images, you'll be creating social media captions, you'll be creating possibly blog posts. I've written blog content as a social media manager. And so there is the level or the range of content you could be possibly creating. It really is wide. And so content creation is definitely one of those things you will be doing as a social media manager. Number 2 is content curation. And in content curation, you're not creating anything from scratch. What you're doing is you are taking other people's content and placing it out there. You're sharing other people's content. All right. And so if there's another blogger, there's another vlogger, there's another person within that particular industry that is saying something that is amazingly powerful that you think will serve your audience, you can share that with your audience, especially if it aligns with your client's business message. All right. And you'll see a lot of other people do that. I do that all the time. I share other people's blog posts that I find fascinating. I may even share opinions from other people on a particular subject that may not necessarily be in line with mine, but then they make a really good point and I want to share that. And also, if there's content out there that has already gone viral within your niche, the possibility of it also being liked and shared and commented on your social media platforms or on your client's social media platforms also increases. And so that's what's usually called proven content. And so you could be sharing other people's content, you could be curating other people's content, other brands' content on your client's page as a way to create some more content. Now, I know that there are certain people that don't like to share content from anybody because they feel like it's competition. Personally, I think that's a scarcity mindset. I think that we can all have a piece of the cake. We can all have a piece of the pie. And curating content from somebody else that is in your same industry is not necessarily a bad thing. It doesn't necessarily mean people are buying from other brands all the time anyway, right? If anything, people are going to say, hey, well, this brand is not so self-centered. They don't think that they're the center of the universe. They're sharing other people's content. So don't be afraid to curate content unless that's not what your client wants. Hey, some clients don't want that. But yeah, that is one of the ways for you to actually get content to be able to share on your clients' social media channels. Number 3, you will be engaging with people that engage with your client's social media content. And so on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, people may comment, people may say, hey, this is great. You want to be able to talk back to people, right? You don't want to be, in real life, when people talk to you, unless you're an extremely rude person, you're not just going to look at them and ignore them, you're going to respond to them. And when people talk back to clients, especially on social media, it definitely builds up that know, like, and trust factor that you want to be able to build online. And so being able to respond to people is super important. Being able to engage with people is very important. And so you, as a social media manager, may be taking that on. You may be retweeting stuff that people share on your page. You may be, hearting up comments. You may be saying, hey, thank you for that sweet comment. And you may be taking, little, screenshots of people's comments that they left and saying, hey, at 123ABC. Thanks for saying this about our brand. And so that's how you talk back and engage with your client's audience. And as a social media manager, that's really, really important. Number 4 is customer service. And this is kind of related with the point I made before with engagements, right? So customer service is still talking back to people, and especially in this day and age where, you know, people just retweet stuff. People will just screenshot that and share it. That, look, I complained to this company 5 hours ago and nobody has responded to me. But if your company, if your client's company is on top of social media, and you as a social media manager are on top of that, you can reduce churn, you can retain customers, you can make sure that people come back and buy from this particular client. And so customer service is really, really important, especially in this age of social media. And so that is something that you may take on, responding to complaints, saying that, hey, somebody will call you back, somebody's going to get with you, somebody's going to, you know, can you send us your address so that we can send you a replacement? That kind of customer service may be something that you will also be doing as a social media manager. So not least tasks I'm going to share with you, and definitely this is not an exhaustive list. Like I said from the beginning of this video, there's so many things you could possibly be doing as a social media manager, but I find that these tasks are things that are you're most likely going to do. Now, if you have a client that is really, really deep into live video, one of the services that you could offer them is live video comment moderation. I know that's so long. in this day and age, we have YouTube Live, we have Facebook Live, we have Instagram Live, we have Periscope, which is linked with Twitter, right? And so people are live broadcasting on the app or the program of their choice. They can't always be speaking to the camera and also responding to comments. And so that is something that you could possibly offer to certain entrepreneurs and say, hey, I see that you do live video a lot. I have a live video commenting moderation thing going on. You know, what do you say? You know, I do this many times a month for you. Maybe the person is going live every day and you're saying, hey, I can offer that to you so that, you know, I can moderate the comments. I can talk back with people within the comments as you are talking, and I can, you know, pin people's questions and stuff like that, you know, so that the person has the freedom to give the content that they want to give whilst you are moderating comments and making sure that everybody is happy within the comments. Alright, bosses, so those are 5 tasks that you could be taking on as a social media manager. I do have a book where I list even more tasks that you could be taking on, as well as how to become a social media manager in the next 30 days. How you can set yourself up to be a successful social media manager in the next 30 days. It's a book called 30 Day Social Media Manager. This is the link. This link is not clickable, but the link below this video is clickable. Click on that link, check out the book, and if it rocks your world, just purchase it so that you can have that as a manual to refer to. Thanks for joining me, bosses. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video, please leave me a comment below and let me know what you thought. Thanks so much for watching. God bless.